Hello and welcome here at our training center at Rotenberger in Germany. My name is Christopher and today we want to talk a little bit about the topic how to clean drinking water systems in the context of the current corona crisis. Regularly, as you know, we have the European Regulation 806 dealing with the topic how to maintain, installate and clean drinking water systems. And this Regulation 806, at least in Germany, is supplemented a little bit by the DVGW spreadsheets 557 and 291, which are explaining a little bit more in detail how to implement the regulation on a daily basis. But as you can see, in the context of corona crisis, we have a little different situation at the moment. Many systems and facilities and buildings are locked down. Kindergartens, schools, sport facilities, offices are not used for several months or weeks now. Not months, fortunately, weeks. And if your system is locked down, you have to take care about several points. But let's start first with the better solution. If you have a regular usage in your drinking water system, then you don't have to take any further actions, as if you use drinking water systems, the water inside the pipes is changed on a regular basis, and the water is not standing and it has no chance to grow up bacteria. But as soon as water is not flowing anymore, even after a couple of days already, bacteria start growing. And as we are in a situation like now, where we have a lockdown of more than 4 weeks, then we have to take into consideration that bacteria is growing. Usually we would advise you to keep the water in the system and close the valve after the house entrance. And then if you restart, then you only have to change the water in the system. But if you didn't close the valve, you have two different situations. If you have a lockdown less than 6 months, then we at Rotenberger recommend you to clean with our ROPULS, which you can see there, and do it as a precautional action. If the lockdown has been already more than 6 months, which is not the case at the moment, fortunately, but then you can also use the ROPULS to clean the drinking water system, but then you should do a full cleaning according to the Regulation 806, also including a full water analysis with a test for Legionella to see if the water is really safe. Thank you very much.